How's it going, Beaverton, Oregon? My name is Eric Alcazar, owner and operator of P1 Auto Detail, and in this video I'm going to show you the steps and process of how to clean your car after it's been ceramic coated. One of the most important parts of getting a ceramic coating is maintaining it. In order for the ceramic coating to last as long as it should, you need to take the proper steps to wash your vehicle. Of course, you could always take it to a car wash. It's definitely not recommended just because you don't know what type of chemicals they use, and that could degrade the ceramic coating over time. If you decide you want to take it to a car wash, I would recommend to take it to a touchless car wash just because it won't introduce scratches. Car washes tend to not really wash their equipment or even maintain their equipment as often as they should. At the end of the day, it's what you prefer to do. You won't really spend over $200 to get all the equipment that you need here. I will be putting links in the description below to the products that you can buy on Amazon, and the good thing about it is that they're gonna last you for a very long time, so you're gonna be definitely getting your money's worth. The following step is very simple. If you don't have a pressure washer, you can definitely get away with a hose. In fact, a hose might actually be better, especially when it's ceramic coated, just because the water kind of slides off a lot easier. All you're doing here is rinsing off any loose debris that is on the vehicle, and afterwards is when you're going to use a foam cannon. And if you use a hose, there are specific foam cannons that you can use for hoses, or for a regular standard hose rather than a pressure washer. You're gonna let this sit for a couple minutes. If you're out in the sun, you definitely don't want it to sit too long. It'll just dry out. What I usually do is just put a little bit more foam if that's the case, just so it gives you a little more time to do this following step. And this following step is optional, as you will see here shortly in this video. I just like to get like a soft bristle brush. It's specifically meant for exterior, so it doesn't scratch your actual paint. And again, it's totally optional. I just like to get in every single crack and crevice, just to ensure that the vehicle is getting a thorough wash. After you let the soap sit on the vehicle for a couple of minutes, you are then just going to rinse it off. It doesn't need to be completely rinsed off, just because you're going to do the contact wash after. The reason why you're rinsing this off again is just because the soap loosens up more debris, so that way you introduce less scratches. It doesn't really matter how you start with the contact wash. I like to just start on the top and then work my way to the windows and then the side panels, but then again, it just depends. As you will see here, as I get to the bottom, I finish off on the bottom only, and I don't reach the top just because the bottom of the actual body is the dirtiest, just because it's closer to the floor. So then from there, I flip the mitt that I'm using to wash the vehicle, and then I proceed with the contact wash, and then I dunk it in my bucket. And in the bottom of the bucket, I do have a grit guard. It just removes the dirt that's stuck on the mitt and traps it underneath the water, just so that you're having a clean mitt all the time. And then just same process with the rest of the vehicle. Once you go ahead and finish the whole vehicle, then you can fully rinse off the vehicle, because from there, what we're going to be doing next is drying the actual vehicle itself. With the ceramic coating, it's very easy to dry. You don't really need a towel. You can definitely use a towel at the end, but what I like to do is use a leaf blower, or also just any type of blower. As you see here, I'm using a smaller type of blower that I have in my arsenal. You can definitely get away with, you know, a leaf blower that you have at home. I don't fully dry it off with this. I just knock down the majority of the water, and as you can see with the ceramic coating, it does a fantastic job. I like to end it off with a drying towel, just because for me it's easier to do it that way, and the drying towel doesn't get super soaked as well. After I go ahead and dry the whole vehicle, I then spray a protection or protectant for the wheels, especially if they're not ceramic coated. This is something that you should definitely consider purchasing. It's very simple to apply, you know, just as you saw, spray it and then dry it up with a towel, drying towel that is, and it also gives it a nice gloss and shine and picks up any dirt that you may have left behind. Right now would be a perfect time to add tire shine as well. The last and final step is to clean the door jambs, just because they do get wet, and it also just helps maintain the door jambs so they don't get caked with dirt and mud. It did take me about 45 minutes to complete, and it will vary depending on the size of your vehicle. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. I'll go ahead and leave the contact down below as well. Thank you so much for watching.